Now that your hypothetical students have entered their data into your form, you can see how their work shows up in this practice work submission responses table. What's cool about Google Forms and Google Sheets is now it's automatically the data entry is done, and so now you can do things with the data. So here's some things you might want to do. If you wanted to check off and see which students had submitted their work quickly, you could sort by last name in alphabetical order, and you can sort it A to Z. So it goes alphabetical order now by last name. You could, for some reason, if you wanted to, sort by first name. You could also sort by timestamp, and you just choose A to Z, so from earliest to latest. And say that your cutoff was had to be before 10 o'clock. So we can see that Douglas Spalding, Charles Wallace Murray, and Gilbert Blythe were all after the 22 o'clock hour, so their work is late, and perhaps they lose points. So you can sort by any of the columns that are here. You could sort by the column where they submit work, and so you sort A to Z, and then we would cluster up anything that looked the same. So say that Douglas and John had both submitted one look, you'd see it together, so you could say that they might have looked at each other's work, and you'd see some doubled up work. You can also sort, obviously, by period, so you can sort by that. And then the cool thing about Google Forms is if you wanted to sort first by period, then you could sort within period by last name. You'd have to sort first by last name, A to Z, so put those in alphabetical order, and then within last name you can sort by period. So you'd say, okay, now sort by period. And so now we can see, okay, here's first period. All the first periods are grouped together, but first there's Blythe, then there's Smith. Then we go to third period. We've got alphabetical order there, Caulfield, Murray, Starks, and then we have one for sixth period. So having the data in the table lets you sort quickly to serve your needs, to see who's completed, to enter in grades. You could enter in grades in this column over here and then enter grades into your grade book. So having the data in the spreadsheet makes that a lot easier. Here, I don't really have any student projects to look at. I just have links to sites that were submitted. But if students had submitted links to documents or to projects that they'd done online, this would be an easy way to say, okay, I want to see Gilbert's project. I'm going to click on this link, and then I can see what Gilbert has created for this and enter my grade accordingly. So that becomes an easy way also to go through, and it's kind of like sorting through a stack of papers and grading each one at a time. So that's the utility of getting students to submit their forms all at once. It's all in one place, easy to grade, easy to keep track of, easy to see when things were done, if they're done on time or not.